The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be one of the most powerful smartphones 2026, and a big reason for that is the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2 processor. Now, Snapdragon chips are already known for their top-tier performance, but the version inside the Galaxy S6 Ultra is expected to be the very best of the bunch. Reports suggest that Samsung's flagship will ship with a specially tuned version up at 4.74 GHz. For comparison, the regular Elite Gen 2 runs at 4.61 GHz. That might not sound like a huge jump, but in real-world benchmarks it makes a noticeable difference. The S26 Ultra's chip reportedly score 4,000 in single-core performance tests, while the standard chip comes in at 3,900. That little boost might not seem like much on paper, but for tech enthusiasts who want the absolute fastest experience possible, every bit of extra speed matters. This is why the Galaxy S26 Ultra is being positioned as the phone to get if you want to experience Snapdragon at its absolute best. Other brands may use the same chipset, but Samsung's tuning gives it a slight edge that makes the Ultra stand out. Of course, it's possible that another manufacturer could push the chip a little harder in their own devices, but right now, it doesn't look like anyone will outdo what Samsung has managed. Now, with great power comes a small trade-off. A processor that runs at higher clock speeds can use more energy, and that might affect battery life. Samsung is sticking with the same 5000 mAh battery that it has used for a couple of generations now, including in the Galaxy S25 Ultra. It's a solid battery size, but Apple seems to be going in the opposite direction. For the iPhone 17 Pro, Apple is actually increasing the battery size compared to last year, which could mean longer screen on time for iPhone users. So while the Galaxy S26 Ultra is likely to deliver incredible performance, some users might notice that it doesn't last as long on a single charge as they'd like, especially under heavy use. This leads into another interesting part of the story: Samsung's ongoing struggle with its own Exynos processors. For years, Samsung has wanted to reduce its reliance on Qualcomm by using its in-house Exynos chips across more of its lineup. The plan was for the Galaxy S25 series to debut with the Exynos 2500, but that didn't happen. The chip wasn't ready in time and instead made its first appearance later with the Galaxy Z Flip 7. Looking ahead, Samsung has been working on the Exynos 2600s, a 2nm chip that was supposed to power the Galaxy S26 series. However, based on multiple reports, it looks like the company might not have perfected it yet. That's why the S26 Ultra is expected to ship with the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2 for Galaxy instead. There's still a slim chance that Samsung could use a mix of processors in different regions, like it has done in the past. That would mean Snapdragon in some markets and Exynos in others. Early rumors hinted at this possibility, but so far, the leaks suggest that Snapdragon will dominate the S26 lineup, especially in the Ultra model. So, what does all this mean for you as a buyer? If performance is your top priority, the Galaxy S26 Ultra looks like the ultimate choice. You're getting the best version of Qualcomm's most advanced processor, paired with Samsung's premium hardware. The design, cameras, and display are all expected to push the limits of what a modern smartphone can do. But it's really the chip inside that makes this device special. Of course, whether or not it's worth upgrading depends on your current phone. Some people are already planning to buy it on launch day, while others are happy sticking with their current devices. In fact, polls show that about half of users are taking a wait-and-see approach, preferring to hold off until real-world reviews confirm whether the S26 Ultra truly delivers on its promises. If you're after raw speed, smooth performance, and cutting-edge hardware, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is the phone to watch. Whether it becomes the best phone of 26 will depend on how it balances power and efficiency, but one thing is clear: this is the Snapdragon experience at its absolute peak.